All right, folks, here we go. Championship night. This is going to be a good one here. I'm going to tell you what. Clean Racing League here tonight. ARCA Series presented by Grant's Designs. And we got qualifying underway. Whew, it has been a good one. If you look over there on the side ticker, all those guys highlighted in orange, yellowish orange, I'm going to say it that way, are your chase drivers tonight. And it is really tight up front, too. So qualifying right now. We'll get a talk in with some of these guys out here. Like Seth Foudy, man, laying down a bad, fast time. Will be the first one right now. He is Pompo. He concluded his, so maybe we can go ahead and get a word with him really quick. Good old Foudy. Seth, join the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, Joe. How's it going?
Pretty good, man. Well, championship night tonight. You're about 4 points back. You're on pole right now. How you feeling in this Richmond race?
I feel pretty good. I don't want to say too much about it because, you never know how things can go. But I do feel pretty confident. Typically at Richmond, I tend to do okay. So I'm thinking, if we can just put together a clean race and keep the tires under this thing, I think we'll be all right, to be honest with you.
No secret weapon tonight, man. I don't see it down there.
Oh, she's on her way. She's still on the hauler.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just making sure, man. Sure. Oh, okay, there she is. All right, good deal.
Yeah, she's on the way in. Yeah, so she'll be getting in the box here in a minute, and we've been working together and discussing strategy for tonight, and I think we've got something that we got a game plan, and as long as the race plays out how we think it's going to play out, I think we're going to be in a good position for the end here.
All right, good luck tonight, Seth, man.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Go, Seth Foudy bringing it up top there, and got Simley right there behind him. Another one. You got Bobby Mantle there too, and then Bobby Mantle is tied here tonight. So let's. I was actually talking to Bobby Mantle before the race here, but you know what? Hey, we'll bring him up anyways. Might as well. Bobby, join the booth. Got a copy?
I hear you.
Well, we were talking a little bit before the race, and I know what it's going to take. You're coming in here tied in points here tonight. Right now, you're starting, looks to be around about the fourth place spot here. I just talked with Seth. He's on pole. You know what the cards lay out here, and you know what needs to be done. How you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty confident. I just really hope I survive, and I think I got a pretty good chance at this tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, that if anybody has a shot, man, you got a shot. Last week was a wild one indeed. How's the track feeling, though?
Track feels good tonight. I did quite a few long runs. Car's feeling pretty stable for me. We'll see how it handles in dirty air, but right now I'm feeling good. Track's nice and gripped up as long as you're not trying to overdrive, and I think we should be able to put on a good race here tonight.
Good luck out there, Bobby.
All right, thanks.
All right, let's get him back down there in his high five racing group, man. I tell you. Joshua's sending me messages. He says, dang it. I don't know what he's danging, but you know what? We'll bring him up here and we'll get a word with him. Joshua, Joe out in the booth. Got a copy?
Hey, Tim Ford, Joe. I got you.
Well, I know you were sending me up there saying dang it, and I think the dang it means you didn't get the pole.
Yeah, I love Richmond, Joe. We got to run here at the
home track,
ATC.
Ain't it?
Yeah, one of them. I consider Martinsville more of a home track, but hey,
okay.
I'm like right in between. So yeah, but I love this track. It's a really fun track, and I was hoping to grab a pole there so I could control the race, but happy to be on the outside right now.
I got to ask because, I'm a very much advocate of guys racing for the win, whether you're in a championship run or not. I know the night is a championship. I know Seth's up there running for it, Mantle and all those guys. But, yeah, I know you want to win. How hard will you race to win? Because, you've heard me say it before. Hey, look, you got a fast enough car, stay up there.
Yeah, I'm here to win, plain and simple. I'm just here to get trophies, and obviously we move on here round 2 in the truck series. So any extra seat time I can get, just to practice at this track. Like I said, got some good practice at the ATC series here in the truck and ran really good. So yeah, I'm here to win. Obviously, I want to treat the championship guys with respect, and I will race everyone like I normally do and be clean. But I'm gonna race hard and try to get the win.
Well, good luck out there tonight, Joshua.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it, man.
There you go, Joshua Altus here. And there's one other guy I want to get a word in before the end of this one here, before we go green flag here tonight, because, he's been a main man here around. Ghost Man, Joe in the booth, you got a copy?
What's up, Big Joe?
Man, I tell you what, got to get a word in with you here tonight. Championship night here for the ARCA Series, but I got to bring you up. One, appreciate you sponsoring the race here tonight and everything you do here at the Clean Racing League, sponsoring the truck series and all the stuff, man, you do in and out here. But how you feeling about this track tonight?
It's loose. I don't know if it's going to cool off quite a bit and the track get faster, but I'm hoping we can have some long runs. I feel pretty good about my car on the long run. There's not a lot of, tire wear from when I practiced the other day, so I'm hoping it goes long.
It's interesting because, I know you've heard me commentate for long enough here, and to me, you're one of the ones who really love to save, really conservative in the back a lot of times, and you come to the front. Does that really kind of, lack of a better word, irk you a little bit when the car's tight, man, and the tire wear doesn't play a factor and you really have to push it? Does that kind of throw you off your game plan a little bit?
It is. I changed my equipment this season, and I tend to be a little faster earlier in the runs. So it's kind of balanced itself out a little bit. I used to always be better on the long runs, and now it's kind of changed. But yeah, for me, I would rather a track wear the tires out a lot more, because I think it just leads to better racing, more passing. Some of these tracks where the tires don't wear, it's really annoying. You're faster than the guy, you catch him from 2 seconds back, and then you just stuck riding behind him, and he'll take that high side from you, and you just can't pass. So yeah, it is a little annoying. I wish we went back to the 80s and the 90s when the cars and the trucks would wear out the tires. So if you go too hard, you're going to suffer after about 15, 20 laps.
You hear me talk about it, man, time and time again. A lot of these tracks out here now, there's not many of them. It's probably a handful that are tire chewers. And a lot of them, unfortunately, track position style races. But hey, good luck tonight there, Ghost.
I appreciate it. You guys enjoy the broadcast, and looking forward to see who wins this championship.
Absolutely. There we go. That's the Ghost Man right there, getting back to high five. Well, folks, we're going to set here. Seth Valdi is on pole for the night so far. You got Joshua Altus, who is looking to try to just win some. Here for Gillian. Okay, Joshua Gillian. Wrong with that. Again, if you look over there to the ticker side, the guys highlighted in orange are all Chase drivers here tonight. So point out your favorite driver. Some guys mathematically have a shot here. Some, even though we are running, this is not a traditional style, last four guys, whoever wins the championship. You still have to win it by points. And I'll go through that for you here in just a few once we get set to go green flag racing. But, hey, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Woo. I know it has been a good season. Jacob Grant, I got to give a shout out to that man. Thank you very much for letting me broadcast this awesome season, Jacob. Grant's Designs here, and just I don't know what else to say, but other than, man, I appreciate it. Tonight, championship night, we crown a champion in the ARCA Series. Well, let's look at the grid real quick. Let me fix the ticker so we can look at the grid real quick. This DK wants to sit out here and play I'm Frozen. There we go. All right, out front, Seth Valdi. He's looking to get a championship tonight. He's got a little work to get it done, though. You got Joshua Altus going to start there behind the side of him. He's looking to just win this thing. Scott Simley starting in third. You got Bobby Mantle there in the fourth. Jacob Grant sitting in the fifth place spot. Dusty Martin there in sixth. We got Abram Ghost just talked to him. He's in seventh. Zach Faldy in the eighth. Ghost Spinelli sitting in the ninth. We got Steve Literal. Hope I said it right. I know I'm saying literal. But, yeah, sitting in 10th. Caleb Smith there in 11th place. David Brzezinski sitting in the 12th. Look behind him here again. We got in the 13th place Bradley Murphy. We got Steve Rubino starting in the 14th. Danny White there in 15th. Chris Smith in 16th. Kenyon Jackson starting 17th. Joshua Green. Oh, Joshua Green. Joshua Gilliam, my bad, man. I'll tell you what, my eyesight's going about as worse as the screen over here. Daniel Rubino, he's sitting in the 19th. Daniel Miller there in 20th. Jamie LaRock sitting back in 21st. 22nd got Wayne Chapman. That's your lineup here tonight, Richmond style. Want to crown a champ here. Clean Racing League, ARCA Series, Wednesday Series here. It has been some thriller. Last week, if you missed last week, I don't think hardly any of the chase drivers finished. There was only a handful to finish last week. That was a wild race. I'll just go out on a limb and say it. That one was just total chaos. I know I got jokes today. Yeah, I know, Joshua. Hey. Gotta keep it exciting, you know? Keep y'all on your toes a little bit. Also, man, got to give the old guy a break up here sometimes, too. So, how's that? Fowdy and company up front. Now, Seth Fowdy knows what he has to do. I'm going to say pretty much win this thing. He comes in here 4 points behind Jacob Grant and Bobby Mantle. So Bobby, you know, if we go off just 1 point a position, Bobby pretty much, if he stays in the top 4, this thing is wrapped up. We'll see at the end of this one. Obviously, I don't know any of the bonus points or anything like that. Lights are off on the pace car. It's going to take that hard left turn off on pit road. Like that. They got the throwback to the old Mustang pace car. Here we go. Fowdy, Altus up front. Richmond style final time here tonight, crowning the champ. Green flags in the air. We're racing Virginia style. Got to be aggressive on the start here, and you're already seeing this is short track racing, and it's going to be at its best here too. You see Seth Fowdy, man, leading the way. Meanwhile, battle right behind him. That's good old Scott Simley. I always call him Scott Smiley. Back in the day when he was racing the other league, out there just smiling up a cool breeze. He's definitely smiling now because he's sitting in 3rd place. Scott is looking good. Bobby Mantle's right behind him. Mantle stays right where he's at. I think he's safe as far as the championship goes, but he definitely would love to get a couple more positions and get up there and make it even safer. Dusty Martin right behind him there in the 5th place. This is a big battle going on here for 6th and 7th, though. You got the Ghost Man with Fowdy there with him. Gotta love it. Love it. Who's going to get the better of this one? Zachary Fowdy. He looks at that inside. Right behind him, Caleb Smith. Now, Caleb mathematically has a shot to get this one here tonight. So, mathematically, he can get there. We'll just have to see. Right now, Zachary gets that 6th place spot. Back behind him in 7th. That's Abram Ghost. Sponsoring us tonight here. Appreciate Ghost doing all he can. Appreciate all of them out there. And also, Platinum Service VA green flag tonight, along with our Sim Racing Merc. Starting grid. Go ahead and get some of this info for you here tonight because I definitely wanted to scout this one out here. There we go. Let me just go ahead and say this tonight right now. This one ought to be a very, very good race. We got some the fans and drivers of the Clean Racing League. They get free shipping on their entire order at the simracingmerc.com. Use the promo code CRL2025. That's promo code CRL2025. You get free shipping if you're a Clean Racing League member. I appreciate old Danny White for sponsoring the race here. Platinum Service VA, hey, you got the green flag every time they come out, man. Appreciate them being on board all season long. Driver, strap in, lock it down. We're going to leave nothing behind here tonight because it's going to be a good one. I always say, yeah, hammer down. Let's get this thing going. No fast fixes tonight. I like that, too. Wow. The Ghost Athletics Grants Design CRL podcast. Check them out on Spotify and YouTube. You can see right there we're talking about Caleb Smith. Mathematically, he has a chance to win this thing championship-wise. It's going to be a tough uphill battle. Look way back here, man. Joshua Gillian back here. He just riding, getting some experience. Chris Smith off the pace a little bit back in the back. All right, Chris, get up front there. Rooting for you. Wayne Chapman right there, too. Jamie LaRock, Daniel Rubino. I know Barber's out there. Got to be watching the boys. There's Patsy. We got the Dusty crowd, too. Last week, Dusty got caught up in a bad one. He's sitting in 5th right now. There's Steve Rubino, David Brzezinski right there along with him. Joe Spinelli. Joe's hoping, man, he don't hit anything tonight. I know. Jacob Grant, down 10 spots. Wow. You know, here's the thing with Jacob. Jacob came tied in, but let me go ahead and go over some points here tonight since everybody's kind of single file as of right now. Let me give you the rundown on what these points look like. Jacob Grant and Bobby Mantle come in tied for the lead in points. Bobby Mantle right now is up there in that top 4, top 5. And Jacob way buried back here in traffic, so he's going to have his work cut out for him right now. Seth Foudy comes in 4 behind, so he's doing everything he can to be out front, putting it on pole. And then you got Zachary Foudy, who was 8 behind, so mathematically theirs. And then Caleb Smith back 11. He's in the 5th place spot, but he's 11 points back. Joshua Gillian is 16 back. He would need a lot of help to get up there. Hey, miracles can happen. And along with Chris Smith, those two guys really are going to need some help. Those two are. Right now, it's kind of looking, but Jacob Grant being barred back here in traffic, not what he wants. He's already dropped down 9 spots. He had an EOL from my understanding at the beginning of the race. I got, a little birdie told me that. Tough place to pass. We talked to a lot of Ghost and them. We saw it. This is not really a tire wear style race. Unfortunately, that's going to play a huge factor into this one. See Seth Foudy right now out front. And you see Joshua Altus right there behind him. I have Joshua's name in orange because he is not a playoff driver. As of last week it was. We'll just leave it like it is, but Joshua's not a playoff driver. Scott Simley right there behind him. Bobby Mantle. We got Dusty Martin along with him too. Zach Foudy. Everybody's just single file being patient. Kind of what this race is going to bring about. I mean, Ghost talked about it. It's more of a follow the leader style race, and unfortunately, not a lot you can do when it ends up being a race like that. Hit them likes and shares out there, man. The league definitely would appreciate it. Oh, I appreciate it, man. I hope y'all enjoying it. If you don't enjoy it, hit the thumbs down button. I still appreciate you coming by. As I always used to say with Tim, he was up in the booth with me. Appreciate you coming by. Hey, taking the time out of your day. That always got him, man. He was all like, come on, Joe. Good guy. Well, that's been a good league here so far. And right now, Seth Foudy's trying to do everything he can. Bobby Mantle, by points alone, again, by not knowing the bonus points or anything like that, and I imagine there is for putting it on pole, maybe leading a lap. And even if we said, hey, look, there's 1 point for pole, 1 point for leading the lap, if so, then that means as of right now, Seth Fowdy's going to come out of here as the champ. Bobby Bantle would actually have to because there's 4 points back. He's made up the 4 points. He'd be 2 ahead. So actually, Bobby Bantle would have to get the second in order to knock that off. If those bonus points play into factor. But again, we won't know until the end of this one. Seth Fowdy's still out front, rolling the field. You see this battle here? Caleb Smith. Just everybody's just being patient. Kind of just riding. You need to try to drive one of these cars. They say they're pretty easy to drive. I drove the old ARCA car. The old ARCA. Right now we're riding along here with Ghost. Avery and Ghost. He is following along in the tire tracks here of Caleb. And, you know, I talked about Ghost a lot as being one of the ones out here is really a conservative. He knows how to save tires. Tries to do a lot of wild style pit strategies. You know, winning on the long run. But he is also understanding a lot of these tracks. You just can't do that anymore. You can't sit out here and win them, you know, by just sitting back. Got to be a little aggressive. Steve, you see old Steve Littrell? Littrell? He told me what it was one time. I'll have to go back and get it again. Right there behind him in ninth. Apologize, Steve. Right now, Ghost is kind of closing up. And you can start seeing maybe some of the guys. And look at Jacob Grant making his way back up to the front. Remember he had that EOL? He knows what's on the line here tonight. Championship. Now, Blinken ain't on his line. Now, he doesn't want that. Definitely don't want to blink out. Right now, he's got a battle on the outside. Jacob Grant's there with him, Bradley Murphy. You see Ghost making the pass there on Caleb Smith. Well, Caleb, man, jumping out of the booth, has done an outstanding job this season in the ARCA Series. Trying to keep his hopes alive here tonight for a championship. He's there. Steven's going to swoop down up underneath him, though. We're 30 into this one. It'll go by pretty quick. Caleb right now trying to hold him off. Battling to the outside. These cars are pretty tight. Being tight, you know, you got to kind of just back those turns up and let it roll. You know, and a lot of times with a tight car, you sometimes tend to be kind of too conservative. But if you're too aggressive, then you get in trouble like you said back there with Danny White. Whoa. Got up there in the white, up there in the wall a little bit. Held on to it, but, you know, I was going to back onto it. You know, when these cars are so tight, you tend to actually get back here and you'll want to overdrive them. And you'll mess up that right front or maybe end up going, you know, pushing too much into the turns. And then sometimes you'll be like, well, let me back the turn up. And you can underdrive it. So it's a fine line on a tight car of how you keep this thing on the track and keep it going fast. See, Jacob Grant, he's up. Coming through the field right there. He had to start in the back. Steve Little. Yeah, sorry, William. I'm trying to get his last name. I know I'm probably saying it wrong. I apologize, William. I've probably said everything but the right way. Why don't we just say Stephen Litt? How's that? I'm old school. I still say cool. So Grant right now, man, pulling it all through the field. Been a solid, good race so far. And out front, it's all Seth Foudy. But you got Scott Simley pulling up on the back end there of him. And they have actually pulled away from Joshua Altus. So Joshua right now losing a little bit of ground to the top two. Scott wants to come out here tonight. He would love to win this race. Or maybe try to help Seth Foudy win the championship. But I'm gonna say this: Bobby Mantle right now is chewing that back bumper up of Altus. And if he can get that, you don't want to chew the wall up now. Come on, just sitting right out here talking about you, Bobby. Oh, we got a car on pit road. Who is that? Wayne Chapman. That's what happened to him here. Let's see why he's coming on pit road. He didn't hit anything though. I think this would be a scheduled stop. Huh? Strange one there. Okay. Back up front, we got Foudy. Simley right there behind him. Battle heating up here for about third, fourth place spot to see Bobby Mantle. Don't push that car too much, Bobby. I mean, you still got to be a little bit, conservative here. Get up front, get all you can, and push up the wall. Good track here. Richmond is a unique style track. Yellow flag out. What is the yellow flag on? See it back here in the back, but I'm not quite sure what it's on. Like a car just going around. Watch Joshua here and see. We saw the smoke. Right there. Not sure. Maybe Steve? He was in front of him. Watch one more time. We'll find it. Probably one of those like really quick spin arounds. Oh, right there. Huh. What's Brad? It had to be Brad because he's up front, then all of a sudden he's back. In the wall a little bit right there. Oh, he comes down. Oh, yeah. Got tagged and then he went straight. Right. Right. First caution of the night. Everybody's going to take a pit stop. Okay. Well. Now we got to get a talk with him. Jacob joined we got a copy.
What's going on, Joe?
Well, I tell you what, you're up there. You came in tied in the points here tonight, real quick. You're starting in 7th. You had to start from the back. How's the track and how you feeling tonight?
Track feels pretty good. I mean, if you get on the throttle too much, you're gonna spin your tires and you're gonna overheat your tires, and you really don't want to do that. So, it just feels really good. I feel like I can get into the corners a lot better than everybody else, and hopefully I can get around 6 more guys and win this thing.
Tell you what, good luck out there getting ready to go green.
Thank you.
All right, we're getting back down to high 5. Here we go, going to green flag. Platinum Service V8 green flag. About to fly here tonight. It'll be a good one. Out front, Seth Valdi, Joshua Altus, Platinum Service green flag back in the air. We're racing here. Grant's Designs, ARCA Series, Clean Racing League. Valdi gets to jump out front. Dimly right there along with him on the inside with Altus. Bobby Mantle's fighting for his life to stay up there as close as he can with these guys. He does not want to lose positions, but now he's got Jacob Grant in his rear view mirror. And this is what Bobby Mantle did not want to happen. Dusty Martin getting up here, battling him hard. To the outside. He wants to stay around that 4th and 3rd place spot so he can win this championship. But Jacob Grant, remember, is tied with Bobby Mantle. So now we have got a 4-car battle for the championship up here. Oh. 3-car right now. To the outside, Scott Simley's looking. Now this is what Bobby and Jacob wants to see. He wants to see Scott Simley get up here. And Simley would love to win this race. Oh, yellow flag. Oh, Stephen Littoral. Around. No. Not Steve. Oh, he just lost it. They looped on him. Right in the wall. It'll be okay, though. Maybe no damage or hard damage. That thing just spun, and look who got the lead. Scott Simley. Woo! Oh, Scott. He doesn't have Mike Kelly here tonight with him. All right. What do y'all think out there? Been a good one here tonight so far, and I think these guys out here are having to be a little aggressive, and they know it so that they can keep the pace out here tonight. I don't know. I enjoyed it a lot. See where we're going to go with this one here, and who's going to win this championship. Valdi did not want to fall back behind Simley, because now that puts the title picture right back in to Bobby Mantle and Jacob Grant's hands. And just by off the top of my head, if I had to be a guess, if it ended right now, Bobby Mantle's walking out of here the champ. Probably by 1 point or a tie. And tie should go to the winners. Let's line them up, side by side. All right, folks. Loving it. All right, lights off, going back green. Simley, Foudy, Mantle. My bad. Sorry, Bobby. Joshua Altus, Martin. It's top 5. Grant's right there, sitting in 6th. About to go green. Platinum Service VA, green flag. Richmond style. Good looking number 4, by the way. Kevin Harvick. Pace cars in. Platinum Service VA, green flag, flies back in Richmond. Valdi gets to jump out front, and boy, this is, Simley got to jump out front. This is not what Valdi wants to see. Bobby Mantle right there behind him on his back bumper, and Seth Valdi goes from leading this race to back and forth. Oh boy, he's starting to see his championship hopes brown away as Bobby Mantle pulls it off in the 3rd. Jacob Grant's falling in the tire tracks. Now remember, Jacob Grant, though, still would have to get around Bobby Mantle. So he's hoping, man, Seth Valdi holds him up. Daniel Miller right there, too. Daniel's into this thing. Says, look, I might be out of it, maybe championship-wise. I'm coming up here and look at Caleb Smith. He said, I want to win this thing. Oh, into the wall a little bit, too. Caleb's got a lot. He said, I got a lot to prove. I did win a race, but I want to win another one. He's battling hard there, him and Miller. Good old Caleb, man. He's a good guy. All spoken. Was up in the booth with me a couple seasons. Appreciate it. Stepped out of the booth, get in the car. He has done an outstanding job, the ARCA Series here. Right now, fighting hard for that 7th place spot. Car looks a little tight, though, man, as you see it drifting up the track on him. He's able to maintain it. Like them bouncing off the walls, not really hurting them a lot. See that thing awful tight going to the turn. Doesn't want to rotate. Dusty Martin smacking the wall. Right now it's a single file freight train. It's about the top 10 all the way back. And you're gonna have to go way on back here. Whoa! Daniel Rubino going through the grass, helping out landscaping some. Held on to it. Hold on to it again. Jamie LaRock right there too, hanging on an 18th place spot. Joshua Gillen, Wayne Chapman, unfortunately, a couple laps down. Ghost falling back a little bit in the 13th place spot. He's got old Steve Rubino right there up underneath him, taking that spot away. Right behind him, Kenyon Jackson. Good old Danny White sponsoring us tonight. Appreciate you, man, doing that. Uh-oh, Jamie LaRock around. Caution out. Oh, let's see what happened to Jamie. Do you have help or? Watch that one more time. Caught it a little bit too late there. That car was just getting. Oh no, he got tapped. Yeah, he got hit. Say it again. Chapman had a run and then just barely, just almost had it clear, and then it's just a barely little clip. And unfortunately for Jamie LaRock right there. Not how we want to showcase him. Boom. In the wall. Well, who won't talk to? I want to talk to Dusty. I can find him. Let's see if Dusty's in here. Actually, let's talk to Danny White, because, you know, we really have talked to Danny White. Danny, Joy in the booth, you got a copy?
I got you, bud.
Well, man, I tell you what, first off, appreciate you sponsoring this race here tonight for us, and, you know, everything you've done here in the past in the league. You know, second off, man, how you feeling out here in this car? I know we talked to some guys earlier, and they said it's just kind of a tight feeling and, you know, just one of these track position style races.
Yeah, I really think it's going to be a track position race. That's why I didn't put it right here. I mean, it's so hard to pass. You get somebody outside of you, you can't run up to the wall. You get on the outside, you can't get on the gas. So you just take what you can get and try to keep it clean and be there for the end.
Absolutely. I mean, so yeah, I'm with you. I think as far as the track position, and I mean, how do you feel about the tire wear? Because it doesn't look like it's wearing down as fast.
It ain't been that bad, that long run we had. I mean, my tires look pretty good, so I feel good about it. I think we can run how we want to run today. It's just going to be a matter of making it to the last 20.
I'll tell you what, appreciate it, man. Like you say, sponsoring again tonight, and good luck out there.
Yes, sir. It's been a great time. It's a great league. Thanks for all you do.
There we go. Let's get him back to the high five boys down there. That's Danny White. Really got to talk to him, man. But, you know, kind of quiet guy out there, man. Does a lot of stuff for us sponsor-wise. Definitely appreciate what he does. Old Danny White there. Well, Bobby Mantle got off pit road. Oh, boy. This is what he wanted. If he wins, he's the champ. There's no question about it then. I guess that's one way of saying, hey, Caleb out there, boy, he's getting anxious. Caleb back there, I got that thing. I used to always say in the dirt, the open wheel guys, Papa Willie. I'm thinking Papa Willie with these cars. Platinum Service VA, green flag back in the air. We're racing at Richmond here tonight. ARCA Series. Jacob Grant's designed, and boy, look at Bobby Mantle. He is shot out of the cannon and gone. He's going to leave them two behind him in the battle it out. Here comes Jacob Grant, though. Grant says, I got some other words for you, Bobby. We're tied, and I'm coming for you. He came from the bottom to the top. Seth Foudy is battling for everything he can to stay in the mix here. Here comes Caleb Smith. Smith, man. Along with Martin, right there along with him. Right behind him, Miller. My dog's getting excited. All right, here we're getting all, man, tore up. Everybody's going to go single file. You see it. Foudy's able to hold off that hard charge there of Grant. Grant's going, man, I need to get up there before Mantle tries to just run away with this one. You can see it. Beating and banging off that wall again. Caleb Smith, Miller there along with it with Danny White. And remember we talked about it. Danny said, and I agree with him, I just do not think the new tires. I mean, you got Simley's the first one on new tires. I just don't think they're that big of an advantage. Remember the other night I was talking to one track. It takes about 20 laps of different tires to make a difference. I think it's going to be about the same in tonight. You're going to need about 20-some lap different tires to really make a huge difference. I mean, sure, Simley right now, his last lap time was a 21.97. The problem is the leader ran a 22.05. That's only about a half a tenth quicker. It's just not enough to get through the field. I mean, and pretty much everybody else is running 22.07s, 22.05, 22.01s. So they are not that far off. And Assembly, by that pass right there, ran a 21.91. And Bobby Mantle ran a 21.97. Even Seth Foudy's 22.02. But that's still only a tenth faster. It's just not enough to come through the field. It's going to take him so long to get back up through that field. And I think that's where, you know, this track position is crucial tonight. And you'll see it. Unfortunately, that's being a short track, you would think, this place is going to chew tires up. It's one of the few short tracks that it does not. A lot of it is the car, too, folks. This car here had such downforce in its package that and such low horsepower that it's definitely going, you know, it doesn't help. If they had a high horsepower coming in here, low downforce, then yeah, it would definitely make a huge difference. Right now though, you see Scott Simley, I mean, he's going to knock them off one by one, but you can just see how long it takes him to pass. Just can't just get up there and blow right by him. Now, I've always said the numbers don't lie. It takes a solid tenth and a half, almost right at 2/10 just to go zoop right on by somebody. He's only right at that 10th faster mark. It's going to take a little work to get by him. He'll get by him, take a little work. Meanwhile, it's all Bobby Mantle out front, leading the way. Back here in the back, he's got a good one, man. Joshua Altus, that pit stop he made, and he didn't put 4 tires on. I'm not sure why, what happened. Altus's part. He's going to have to definitely get moving back up somehow. Smith and Martin. Hang on to it, Martin. Because I almost got choked up over that one. Right behind him, Danny White. Showing you what those older tires will do. Oh, you see him got tight right there. He had to get out of it. Dropped his momentum a little bit. Then he got a little loose coming out, and that's just typical track here. Assembly's still, he's going to put them up and knock them down one by one. Gonna work them over. The problem is, you see how many laps it takes for him to come through the field. Steven spun earlier. Back up to 11th. Count Steve out. A very good run going on. William, hey, don't go anywhere. Steve's coming back. He only had that wreck. He's still in this thing. Come out of here with a good finish. Assembly right there. He's running into Tire Tracks Assembly. All Mantle out front. Fowdy right behind him. Grant. Daniel Miller. Caleb Smith. That's your top 5. Jacob's trying to wonder how in the world he can get around Seth Fowdy and get up there to Bobby Mantle and get this thing and get that lead back. See there, Scott Assembly working over Bradley Murphy for that spot. That's the 10th place spot. Actually, 9th place, excuse me. And he's going to work over Steve Rubino. Steve Littrell right there behind him. Littrell. I think it's Littrell. All Bobby right now controlling this field. Seth Fowdy right behind him. 81 into this one. And it has been a good night tonight so far. A lot of the chase drivers up front. Mantle, Fowdy, Grant, and Miller, and Smith, the top 5 all chase drivers. I know I don't have Miller highlighted, but he is a chase driver. Just mathematically, very tough for him tonight to get up there. Daniel, yeah, he pretty much is mathematically out of it as of right now. But he is a chase driver. Give him his credit where credit's due. That's right, William. It ain't over with till it's over. You're right, man. I'll tell you what. Sometimes it might look a little cloudy out there. Nothing cloudy don't mean nothing. Get the windshield wipers out. Let's go. Oh, caution. Daniel Rubino. Uh-oh, in the round. Let's see what happened to him. Did he have help? Or did he just get out here, hit the wall? Oh, no, he just lost it out of the turn. Pops the inside wall hard. Turns that thing into a mean-looking bulldog. Caution out. Folks, that'll give us a chance. We're going to step away, take a quick commercial break. And a good one here tonight. Richmond style season finale for the Clean Racing League ARCA Series presented by Grant's Designs. We'll be right back here in a few.
Hi, I'm Blaine Smith, the Executive Director of Team Red, White, and Blue, and I wanted to take a minute just to welcome you on board and let you know that we're proud to have you as a new member of our team. This short video is a way for us to give you an idea of what you can expect from your experience at Team Red, White, and Blue, and also what we expect from you in return. Something that's really, really important to the fabric of our organization is our Eagle ethos. It's just 6 words, but they mean a lot to us, and they guide us in all we do. Those 6 words, passion, positivity, people, commitment, camaraderie, and community, are more than just organizational values. They're what we're all about and what we strive to work for in all of our programs and in every single one of our interactions. The next thing I want you to know is that we are an inclusive organization by design. We're open to veterans of all eras, of all ages, branches of service, combat experience, as well as active duty service members, their families, their friends, and just supportive members of the community that come out and take part in our mission. Every single person is important to what we do. All are welcome, and we look forward to seeing you all out there.
There's an immeasurable bond that forms when you join the service. You'll do anything to protect and defend those at your side, and pushing the limits of your well-being is all just part of the job. But when this shared experience ends, it's easy to carry that mission-first mindset with you and neglect your own health and mental fitness. Team Red, White, and Blue understands these challenges and knows that together we can show veterans that their best days are ahead by providing opportunities to build healthier lifestyles.
All right, pace cars in. Platinum Service VA green flag about to be in the air here. We're back racing Richmond style. Scott Simley got back out front in this one with Joshua Altus right there. But Bobby Mantle's got a little work, and he's going to split these guys 3 wide to get back up there. But Abram Ghost, man, firing hard too. Up in 3rd place. David Persiski right there, 2-3 wide, coming in the turn. Hold on. Mantle says, I got to do what I got to do. I got to stay out front here. I got to get back to the front. I got to keep Seth Fowdy and them back there. Zachary Fowdy too. What happened to Jacob Grant? Where is he at? Jacob Grant back on pit road. Are you kidding? Oh, Jacob Grant wrecking. No way. Oh, no. Let's go back and see what in the world happened to Jacob Grant on the start. Trouble for one of the main. Oh, he went sideways. Bam! Right in the wall. Hard. Oh, that could end his night and end his championship hopes. Are you kidding me? Talk about going from worst to best to just terrible. Wow. I know that takes some pressure off of Bobby Mantle. But man, Jacob Grant coming in here tied in points for the championship. Just smacked the wall and destroyed the car. Bobby Mantle, who he was tied with, now sits 3rd. And if he stays... Yeah, the dogs agree too. Terrible, terrible incident on the bad end. They hated it. Jacob, they're back here. They were rooting for you, man. And Bobby Mantle right now. David Brzezinski. I think they hear thunder outside, folks. That's why. Right now you see David. Zachary Fowdy along with it with Seth Fowdy. Oh, Fowdy in a little bit of trouble too. Steve Littoral right there coming up into the mix. Seth Fowdy, he understands his assignment. He's got to get up there with Bobby Mantle. And right now, Bobby Mantle, he's going to be your champ if everything stays the way it is right now. And boy, I just hate that on the end for Jacob Grant. Trouble. Scott Simley, though, would love to win this race. Joshua Altus right there in second. Bobby Mantle sitting in the third place spot along with Daniel Miller, who's up 16 spots, by the way. David Brzezinski right there sitting in the fifth place spot with Seth Fowdy. Steve, too. Caleb Smith. Here comes Caleb. He's going to dive her down on the inside there, Steven. You got Zachary Fowdy right behind them. They'll go, whoa, into the wall hard, man, Steve does. Clobbered the side of that car. Ooh. Got Adrian Ghost right back there, too. Sitting in 10th. Oh, Joe Spinelli. Had a bad race last week, but right now he's looking pretty good. Sitting in 11th place spot. Got Dusty Martin right behind him. Bradley Murphy. Steve Rubino. There's Joshua Gillian. Oh, Joshua. Crimson Tide machine, too. Chris Smith been kind of quiet all night long. He's picked it up just a little bit to get up front there and help these guys out. Help himself out a little bit, too. This has been a up and down race, and already one of the chase drivers in trouble, Jacob Grant. He had to start from an EOL in the back, folks. He ran all the way up, got up to second place, and then on that restart just got into the wall hard. And I know it's got to be heartbreaking. Wow. Heartbreaking. Man. Just, yeah, I like to see guys get out here and run. Last week was a wild one for a lot of these chase drivers. Not for the night, Scott Simley. Joshua. Bobby Mantle sitting in third. His championship hopes are wolves way, way alive still. And no matter what Seth Fowdy does, if Bobby Mantle stays where he is, I really feel like I think Mantle still will come out of here the winner. We'll just have to see how the play will be. Obviously, right now, he definitely would because he's in front of him. But even if Fowdy was, he's pretty much going to have to win the race, Seth is. Even if he wins the race, and Mantle finishes third, just don't know if it's enough. As we go back on those bonus points, and I said even if we get 1 point each, actually Mantle's already led a lap too, so that puts him back to having to be in the top 3. Just how close it is. And those top 4. Last week made it very interesting coming in here. Everybody's just being patient. Look at Caleb. Proud of Caleb, man, stepping out of the booth here. First season back behind the wheel of the car. He's done an outstanding job in the truck. Way outstanding job here in the ARCA Series. So, good job, Caleb, man. Very good job. Made all the doubters, man, go, huh? It can be done. You can get out of the booth and do it. Just don't expect me to do it. I don't know if I got it in me. Benelli right now up to 10th. Zachary Fowdy right behind him in 11th. Yeah, I'm wondering if Zachary has the same advantage that Seth does. Seth brings the wife out to spot for him. That's been his secret weapon. What about Zachary? Does Zachary get where's his love life at? He don't get no help. I never asked that question. What about Zach? There you go. I'm asking out in the chat. What about Zach Fowdy? He might be too young to be married. I don't know the age difference between them. I don't even know if Zachary is married, by the way. Got a girlfriend? significant other, maybe the neighbors can come and help him. Heck, get mom out there. Mom will help him. Or dad. I would say brother, but brother's already got help. Zachary right now running in the 12th place spot. Bradley Murphy sitting up there in 11th. Dusty Martin, though, he's got a fan club, Dusty does. Week in and week out, they come out there and they support him. Well, I definitely appreciate that. I know Dusty does, too. Oh, he gets up there and gets in the back end. What a save. Oh, he got a little overzealous. Martin did. Maybe heard me talking about him. And he said, whoo, he got happy. He got up there, man, got a little bump in the back there. Foudy. Well, they got rowdy on the track. Wow, Steve Rubino, no Barbara, man, week in and week out. She comes out here and pulls for him. Them and Daniel. I love the family members coming out there, too. Let's see where Latrell is. Latrell, right there. He's back up to 8th. Oh, Daniel. That Daniel spun, wreck. Go back and see what happened. Yeah, he did, didn't he? Now, earlier on, that was a caution. Why was that not one? Oh. Talk about iRacing, man. Sometimes that flag man goes to sleep. So Steven has bounced back. Remember earlier in the race, he got caught in a wreck, spun, hit the wall. He's back up to 8th, so what a way to bounce back. And Seth Foudy in trouble. Actually, they are coming through lap traffic is what this looks like. Well, no, that ain't lap traffic. That's actually a battle. Seth Foudy, Bobby Mantle. You've got Steve Littrell right there with him with David Brzezinski, Caleb Smith. Those guys are caught all each other. Oh, man. Go Gillian. That's right. Gillian's got the fan club, too. He's up to 15th, Gillian is. Gosh, what man's hanging in there. Keep trucking. Seth right now trying to get around. He got around Mantle. He did to take that one spot. Caleb along with him right there with Latrell. And you got Ghost there too. Caution out. Oh no, Zachary Foudy. We were just talking about him and what happened? Oh! Dusty Martin got sideways. Foudy got in the back of him. Oh. And they both paid the price. Wow. Oh. Yeah. Just nothing they can do, man. Zachary's been paid that price right there. Boy, oh boy. It was right before the incident. Dusty's able to make that pass clean. They're racing hard though. And you see him go up there and then Dusty just kind of loses it coming out right there. Has to get up and then Zach just gets right in the back. Nothing they can do. Ouch. Oh, and that tore the whole front wheel of Dusty Martin up. That's going to do him in. What do you pit or don't you pit? Wayne said out there he wants to shout out all the championship drivers tonight and sorry for being a liability. He'll make sure that his insurance is paid up for all of y'all. But it was a great season. He had fun. It has been a great season. I appreciate it up here. It's been a good one here up here. Watching these guys, this ARCA Series. Seth Foudy right now being out front. Now I'm going to tell you what. Right now, Bobby Mantle is in trouble. Because if Seth Foudy was to win right now, Seth Foudy's walking out of here the champ. Bobby Mantle has fallen back to 8th. This is not what Bobby wanted to see here on this restart. Foudy stayed out. Sorry about that, folks. Platinum serves a green flag there, and my dog decided to rip my Ford out on me. Battle on the second place right now. Scott Simley. He's trying, if he can't get back out front here. Caleb Smith sitting there in the 3rd place spot, though. He's got a battle with Joshua Altus. Here comes Danny Miller. And Bobby Mantle right now, he's in trouble. In trouble of losing this championship here. He's got to get back up there to at least, I'm going to say at least 3rd place. Maybe more. He's up to 5th. I don't think 5th place is enough to get him the championship if Foudy wins this race. The 26 to go here tonight at Richmond. Season finale, Clean Racing League ARCA Series, Grant's Design. Bobby Mantle was sitting there, and he's probably sweating. The palms are sweaty, and they're getting man onto him. Oh, but this is what he wants to see. Scott Simley comes and runs him down. Simley says, I'll help you out. Don't worry about it. I got you, man. Joshua Altus is up there, so now Bobby's back in the hot seat. Bobby says, thank you, fellas. Thank you. Oh, there's a miracle tonight. And it's working for him. Scott Simley smiling in the 4. Joshua Altus coming out of here saying, that's okay. I just want to win. I just want to race. I want to go fast. Seth Foudy right now falling back, unfortunately. Daniel Miller there too. Bobby Mantle, he's going to take one more spot just to make sure he seals this deal. You see Stephen Luttrell, man, right there. Stephen up to William. Look out. Look where Stephen's at, William. Man, I tell you, up 4 spots. Fun earlier. Wow, up to 6. Folks, I don't know what more to say about this race other than the fact that they do exciting stuff around here. I hope y'all, man, are feeling this thing is this exciting. Simley out front, Altus there behind him. Miller up 17 spots in 3rd place. Seth Foudy there in 4th. Bobby Mantle sitting in the 5th place with Stephen Luttrell right there in 6th. Avery and Ghost holding on to 7th. This is the battle right here, though, probably for championship hopes. Oh, Seth Foudy would have had it. Bobby Mantle, though, don't know what's happened to Seth Foudy other than the fact that the tires just are going away. I said it would take about 20 lap different tires, and this is way more than 20 lap different tires. I remember I mentioned that. How many laps would it take to make a difference on tires? I said about 20 or more here. Right now, this is well over 20 lap different tires. Bobby Mantle. Daniel Miller. Seth Foudy unfortunately falling back. Stephen Luttrell right there with him coming on the outside. Abraham goes 2 there in 7th. David Persiski up in the 8th. You got Chris Smith in 9th. Caleb Smith sitting 10th. And Zachary Foudy back up to 11. Remember, he just spun and hit the wall. He's been able to climb it back up here to 11. Caleb Smith right there with him. Steve Rubino, he's back there in 12th. Joshua Gillian up to 13. 18 to go in this one. Laps are clicking off fast here. Short track racing tonight. Under the lights here at Richmond. Season finale here for the Clean Racing League ARCA Series. Presented by Grant's Designs. I know we'll take a couple weeks off, folks, and then we'll kick it back up season number 2, as it has been an outstanding season 1 here. And Jacob has done a terrific job with the Clean Racing League, and has been some very exciting stuff. So, a lot of great news, man. Going to be about on the off season. Maybe some new drivers coming in. We'll have to see how he goes about this ARCA Series. Right now, you got Scott Simley out front. Joshua Altus in second. Daniel Miller there in third. Bobby Mennel holding on to that championship hopes here tonight, sitting in fourth. Steve Luttrell there in fifth. That's Foudy falling back, and he's seeing his championship hopes kind of fade away into the sunset. Abraham Ghost there in seventh. David Brzezinski, he's in eighth. Chris Smith ninth. Zachary Foudy in the 10th place spot. Steve Rubino, no Barbara. Barbara, you out there watching? Oh, Steve's had a pretty good night. Daniel, man, he's had a couple little mishaps, but he's actually still up there doing pretty good in the 17th place spot. Oh, Steve's been on the bounce back pretty good there in 11th. Saw that man out front, Scott Simley. Said, I don't need Mike Kelly out here. I know Mike's got to be watching us. He's got to be smiling along with Scott Simley. They both came over here to the Clean Racing League, and when I saw the two names, I said, man, that's a powerhouse duo right there. Know how to get around these tracks. I've seen them in the past. Actually seen them race in some other leagues. I knew it was going to be a good fit here with the Clean Racing League. Here tonight, ARCA Series. And also unfortunate, we talk about Grant's Designs. Jacob Grant, he had to start from the very back with an EOL. He came in tied in the points. He was able to battle back and get all the way back up to second place. And then on a restart, got in trouble, smacked the wall, tore the front end of the car up, and is out of this race, and his championship hopes over tonight. I know it's just disappointing. It's racing sometimes, folks, though. Need the good with the bad. Still not a bad season on his end, and not a bad season on what he's done here for the actual series here for the Grant's Design and the ARCA Series. I was reading what old Jacob was saying out there. It's unfortunate, man. He said he just made a little slip on the start. Scott Simley right now is not making any slips. Laps winding down. We have got 9 to go in this one here at Richmond. Altus is right behind him, trying to see if he can't track him down, but he is almost a second back. Daniel Miller's hanging on to third. He's got about a half second over Bobby Mannell. Scott Luttrell right there, too, in the 5th place spot. Abraham Ghost. Seth Foudy up in the 7th. Just unfortunate with Seth. He's done everything he could do. Just not going to hold on to it here at the end of the race. David Persisky right there in 8th. Zachary Foudy in 9th. Steve Rubino, he's sitting in the 10th. Joshua Gillian right now. That Crimson Tide machine. Look at Chris Smith. He's riding along in the back there quiet. Well, he's moved it up in 11th. Not the championship run that he wanted, but he's had an outstanding season. Not one, but 2 wins. His first win actually was a thriller. Then his second win, he just came up here and just said, look, I'm going to just go ahead and show you how it's done, and won it. Well, he has had a very good season here in the ARCA Series. It looks like he's going to close this one out with a good finish there, too, sitting in the 11th place spot. Joshua, though, trying to close the door on him. Joshua said, I'd love to get 11th place myself. If old Joshua can. Look to the outside, not going to be able to get it done. We got about 5 laps to go in this one. Scott Simley still in control up front. These cars are so hard to drive. These guys are keeping them under them somehow. You know, it's interesting out there, Tom. You were talking about how these cars are really hard to drive, because a lot of guys are talking about how tight they are. You can see on this track they're getting a little loose coming off the turn. I kind of bring that. They're so tight going in, and you back it up so much to try to get this thing to rotate going into the turn. Then you get on that throttle because you've got to make up the time going through the turn, and then you end up breaking it loose. So, yeah, my hat's off to them. Although, these are one of the easier cars to drive. And the flip side of that. But, hey, they are doing an outstanding job, like you said, Tom. White flag in the air. One more time for Scott Simley. That man right there. He's got a couple more turns to get it done in Richmond, and he's going to put it in victory lane tonight. Joshua Altus right now holding the second spot. Daniel Miller sitting right there in third. Bobby Mantle, though, is going to hang on to the 4th place and cross the line. And Bobby Mantle, from my calculation, should come out of here the champ here tonight. But an outstanding job by all these drivers. Wow. This has been an outstanding season, and Scott Simley cracking it right there. Okay, let's bring some of these guys up here and get a word in with them. Bring Daniel up here. Daniel, join the booth. You got a copy?
I do.
Well, Daniel, I'll tell you what a night. You started back there all night long, kind of running mid-pack, then eventually you're up front. How was you feeling coming around this last part of this track?
It was a fun one out there, and I think my strategy just worked out right there at the end, hitting on that last pit stop or that last caution, and managed to get better tires, and I think that really helped me there.
Yeah, I gotta ask. I know you were in the championship running here, but mathematically, obviously coming in the last one, there's just nothing you could do on that end. But what momentum does this bring about you going into the next season now?
Oh yeah, it for sure brings a lot of momentum. I kind of came into this race just for a fun one. You know, I didn't have a chance at the championship, but actually ended up finishing good. So it was more of a fun race, but ended up getting third. So definitely high hopes for next season.
Hey, no doubt. Like you said, bringing that man momentum on, looking good. Third place tonight. Got anybody you want to thank?
I want to thank the whole Turn 1 Heroes team, Zach, Seth, Bradley, all of them in there, and for just everyone having a good race tonight.
There you go. Daniel Miller bringing her home in third. But this man here, he wanted to win. Joshua, Joy in the booth, you got a copy?
10-4, Joe. I got you, man.
Well, I'll tell you what, I spoke with you before. You just one position shy of winning it tonight, but you went out there and had a good race. I know you was just racing for fun. Take us through a little bit of, because they talked about it before the race, and I could agree with them. Even though this is a short track, that these cars were very tight and tire wear might not come in, but it did look like some of the cars were getting a little loose coming out of the turn. How were you feeling?
Yeah, they definitely had a more of a handling element than what I had thought. I mean, we've talked about it all season, Joe, just how planted, these ARCA cars are. So it was a little transition, obviously, normally driving the truck around here and running ARCA tonight. So, it was actually a little loose off the corner. If you got back in the in the gas a little too early on new tires, and then it tightened up as the run went on. But at least for me, I still kind of had that loose sensation coming off the corner, so it was just hard to plant the throttle down. I thought we were good, but Scott was really good tonight. He and I were on the same strategy for a lot of the race, and we came in and took fuel, and if it went green, then I think he and I would have probably made it on fuel. But I don't know. I think clean air is a big factor here too. I'd like to see what I could have done if I could have gotten that clean air and gotten out in front of him. But he was really fast, so credit to him.
Hey, no doubt, man. Like you said, but still coming out here having fun tonight. Got second. Anybody want to thank?
Yeah, as always, Joe, got to thank you at OSR Network, best streaming platform on iRacing. So we appreciate all your work this season. Joe, I know we got a couple more to go in the Truck Series as well. So always a good time. Gonna be fun watching it back. Got to give a big shout out to Jacob Grant, Chris Smith, everyone at CRL. This was really cool. Jacob had a vision to add a second series to CRL, and there were some bumps in the road, but that's what it's for. It's a feeder series, and it's to welcome new guys in the league, and then ultimately try to work them up, to the Truck Series and everything. So, just great job. Appreciate everyone coming out, and I definitely ran more races than I even anticipated this season. So, just a lot of fun. And then, just shout out to all my S&B boys watching, and got a shout out, of course, Cinvar Roofing and Solar being on the car. And then also Apex Mountain Apparel for being on board as well. So go get you a t-shirt. Check out apexmountainapparel.com. Drew Hodges, great people out in Boone's Mill, Virginia. So stay tuned too. We're going to have a number 94 line drop here pretty soon, and some other special announcements coming soon. So thanks for a great season, Joe, and we'll see you on Monday.
There you go. Joshua Waltz is bringing her home third tonight with this guy, Scott Simley, put in victory lane. Scott, Joe out of the booth, got a copy.
Hey there, Joe. How's it going?
Pretty good. Well, my old saying about you, Scott Smiley, you definitely smiling. You got it out front, but at any point in this race, though, was you a little worried that you just wasn't going to be able to get it up there?
I mean, I love Richmond, and the car felt good, and I felt pretty good on speed wise, but I wasn't running for a championship, so that's why I think me and Joshua, pitted with I think it was about 88 to go or something like that. And I thought it's really close on fuel, but I didn't want to give up the track position because of whatever I was running in the top three. So I still pitted. He followed me in, and we went back out going, and I couldn't run 100% and make it. I had to back my corners up, so I don't know where I would have finished it. It had went green that point, but lucky the caution came out, because I still, the bonus was to be able to have that extra set, because I didn't take tires. I just took the fuel to make it to the end. So lucky the caution came out, which gave the bonus to the tires, and to have green tires at the end there. So worked out good.
Absolutely. And you talk about the tires tonight. A lot of guys are talking about they just wasn't wearing out, but having that advantage, so many laps there was there, and to get out front. But man, I know it feels good to get in victory lane. And I was say earlier in the race, I said, hey, Scott don't need Mike Kelly out here, man, to win. But hey,
I'm not sure where Mike is tonight, but yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Watching,
probably running. I was running with a lot of steam eyes tonight, only because of what happened to me on Monday. I mean, I shot myself in the foot. That last pit stop for fuel on Monday night, I went in and wasn't watching the lights. I saw my pit time drop off, and I thought it was the speeding zone drop off, and I accelerated about 10 feet before the line. So I went from 55 to 59 and got a speeding penalty and got black flagged. So I went from a top 6 probably to a 27th. So that really hurt me. So good thing with Richmond that hopefully will carry on, and I can pull a W out the next race.
Well, I know this is a good momentum booster heading into the next season, but you got anybody you want to thank for an awesome night and a win tonight?
Again, you, Joe, it's fun to go back and watch these races, and Chris and Ghost Athletics and Grant Designs, and just everybody again that puts in the effort to get everything put together. It's orchestrated and everything. So yeah, just everybody out there, and hopefully everybody enjoyed it, and hope everybody has a good, safe fourth, and hopefully, like I said, carry this momentum on.
There you go. Winner tonight, Scott Simley putting it up. But this guy, he had an up and down battle, but he held on. Bobby Mantle, Joey in the booth, you got a copy.
Hey, Joe, I hear you.
Well, I know a couple times there it was kind of sketchy. You knew what you had to do coming in here. Jacob made it interesting until the mishap on him. But then Seth Foudy, on that last pit stop there, was you a little worried because you were marred way back in traffic and Foudy was out front. I know you had the fresher tires, but sometimes getting through traffic can be a little rough. I mean, was that kind of a little worrying there?
I wasn't too concerned. I figured 30 laps was enough time, and when I was battling Seth when he had the fresher tires, I was holding them off. So I figured if I got the fresh ones, it shouldn't be a problem once I catch up to him. Maybe battle him for a few laps and then get by. But yeah, it was a ton of fun. He put on one hell of a race. We gave each other the bumper, a little bit of adoring there, but it was great, respectful racing and just a ton of fun.
Absolutely. And, like you said, you both knew the numbers coming in, what you had to do, and y'all both did exactly that. Thriller of a season. You got to ask, though, I mean, momentum-wise going into the next season, obviously winning the championship tonight, that right there is the first off thing I want to say is the champs here, because you are the ARCA Series first champion here tonight. So with that going into next season, momentum-wise, I mean, could you maybe thinking about backing that up?
I mean, I'd like to try. I think I just need to keep doing what I'm doing. And as Jacob called me, Mr. Consistency, because I didn't get a single win on the season, but I was constantly up there fighting for podiums, top fives. So I think if I can keep that trend going, I'll have a good chance next season.
Absolutely. I've always said in the past, except for this chase stuff, is consistency wins championships. Wins are wins. You got to love them, but that's how that goes, man, in the past. But you proved it tonight, got the championship, definitely was consistent all season long, stayed out of trouble. You got anybody you want to thank for winning this championship here in the first season of the Grant's Designs ARCA Series?
I got to thank Jacob Grant. He's the one that brought me into this, and I wouldn't be here talking to you right now if he didn't convince me to join. So that was a really good decision. I got to thank all the guys here at High Five Racing. It's been an amazing season getting to know them all. I got to shout out Seth again. That was just some really good racing. A lot of clean guys in this league. Another shout out David Persicki. We had a wicked battle there for several laps. Him and I always had some good battles throughout the season. So shout out to him. Shout out to you for putting on an awesome broadcast for all 12 races. And shout out to anyone who tuned in to watch this. I'm stoked. This is my first championship.
Hey, there you go. Well, it was definitely an interesting one, too. I mean, it was interesting to watch through it because the calculations were just up and down like a roller coaster throughout this race. But you came out in the end, put it where it needed to be, showed what you had to do, stayed that consistent course, won the championship in the night. And again, congratulations on that, Bobby.
Thanks, Joe.
There we go. Champ tonight, Bobby Mantle bringing it home. Championship here. And let's see if we can get the results to work. There we go. We got him up that time. Scott Simley going to finish this one out, winning it in victory lane. Joshua Walters is going to bring her home in second. Daniel Miller with a good finish out of here for the season, starting in the third. And then Bobby Mantle there in the fourth place spot, solidifying it, winning a championship in the first season of the Clean Racing League ARCA Series presented by Grant's Design. Stephen Luttrell bouncing back to fifth. There you go. Not a bad run tonight after getting in trouble. Adrian Ghost finishing sixth. Seth Foudy, man, he tried everything he could do tonight. It just wasn't enough at the end, but still nothing to hang your hat on. And definitely, man, looks good and a lot of momentum going into the next season. He finishes out in seventh. David Persicki right there in eighth. Zachary Foudy bouncing back into the ninth. Steve Rubino there in 10th. Chris Smith up to 11th. We got Joshua Gillian. He finishes out in 12th. Good finish by him there tonight, too. Outstanding. And we got Kenyon Jackson there in 13th. Bradley Murphy finishing 14th. Caleb Smith in 15th. Joe Spinelli 16th. Daniel Rubino in the 17th. Dusty Martin in 18th. Jacob Grant, not the night he wanted. Been unfortunate there. Got in trouble late. Then in 19th, 20th, Danny Miller. Appreciate him for doing the sponsor to the race tonight here, too. Jamie LaRock there in 21st. And in 22nd, Wayne Chapman. Folks, I want to thank the guys out here, all our sponsors, Sim Racing Merc, ARCASeries.com, Platinum Service VA, Ghost Athletics, CRL Podcast, Grant's Designs. And folks, it has been a pleasure and a heck of a season. Well, those guys out there, Scott Simley put in victory lane, Bobby Mantle, your champ. For myself and everyone, have a great 4th of July and have a good night.